The cool thing about the first floor is it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, you can always do it blindfolded. Super Monkey Ball 2 is one of the hardest games ever made, ever. I mean, I've speedran multiple Soulsborne games, and Super Monkey Ball 2 makes them all look like a joke. Alright, so, yeah. Now we're on the Les Paul stage, and I'm gonna go for the low E because I'm a coward. This one's real easy. The trick to this is don't race them. Let them come to you. Remember, kids, cheating is always the answer. Alright. Here we go, blindfolded. Get it. I hated Zelda 2.
Are you ready?
But I hated Zelda 2 for a different reason than everybody else. Most commonly, I hear online, oh, I didn't like that it had RPG elements, or I didn't like that it was a side-scroller. And I'm like, no, I loved that. It was the second game. There wasn't an established method yet. They didn't want to make the second game twice. That's totally reasonable. So, like, I liked that they took a risk and they put the RPG elements, because I'm, like, a big fan of RPGs. I hated that it was a Nintendo Power game. I don't know how the hell you were supposed to figure out how to do anything. A lot of the NPCs were so worthless, but I liked that you got different moves as you went through the game. So, you know, as you got better at the game, so did Link. There was a sense of progression. So you got different sword moves and different spells, and there was a lot of really cool things about Zelda 2. But at the same time, I hate Nintendo Power games. I didn't have my own computer until I was like a teenager. I was basically like a poor kid in the 80s who couldn't afford Nintendo Power. If I couldn't figure it out, I did not figure it out. There was no looking anything up. You should never ask a lady that, my dude. That is the real shit right there. Pong. Yeah, we're gonna be Jericho. Let's break the walls down. Oh, yeah.
Sweet mercy, what have you done?
It looks like I just opened a vault to the Lazarus Pit from Batman. What else do you say if I hit you?
Okay, that was pretty funny. This passage goes under the mountain. Jericho, what is it?
I don't know, maybe it's the giant cross.
The curse.
I'm gonna take the shortcut up here. That should get me in front of the other guy and give me the last gem. There we go. I think the only way you can actually win this race is by using the shortcut. Yes, remember kids, always take the shortcut. It's the only way. I love the soundtrack for this game. It just has happy vibes all over the place. All the time. At least in the first world. I remember these vines messing me up when I was little. Because, like, the depth perception would be off. I would think that it would be closer than what it was, and then I would just jump into the lava or acid or spicy lemonade or whatever. Yeah, you know, he is a very considerate bird thief / escape convict. But he is rather rude at the same time, because he does wag his butt at you. Maybe he's just getting down to the music. Maybe everybody in the world can hear it too. Maybe he can't run too far ahead because the world hasn't loaded yet. He's like, oh crap, world doesn't exist if Croc's not near. I remember being able to use him to get some of the colored gems, but I don't think he's required to beat the stage. I like how Croc is risking his life, dangling over pits of lava to get somebody's sandwich back. Like, this is as big of a priority to him as the kidnappings or person taking the bird. Yeah, they're a big fan of... I'm beginning to think that the Gobos might be the bad guys. They sure do have an affinity for high explosives. Yeah, they did. They made it Big Mommy Squid. Okay, no, I'm scared. This game is provoking fear in me, unlike any other game. Santa! When designing this snowman level, they spent so much time trying to figure out if they could make it happen, that they didn't stop to think if they should. The answer was no. Should not have done this. Also, again, this is like a fairly mundane task overall. It's like, hey, we're having a snowman contest. We need your help. Bring the snowman's head to its body. And it sounds like it's going to be this really menial, normal, easy thing. And then Croc is risking his life over and over. They should only bother Croc if it's a real emergency. Why am I like this? Very much a product of the time. I'm gonna skip that right away because I'm afraid that they're gonna send copyright ninjas to my house. Hey, you guys remember that time that Sega literally friggin' shot a kid?
Who is this Marie?
Sega had the gall to just straight up do that. They just straight up had a soldier kill off a little girl in their game. In their rated E10 game. To maintain that E10 rating, they don't die, they just fall over and beg for mercy silently. Nobody dies in this game if you're a hero. Unless if you're Maria, then you just get shot the hell down. You're allowed to die as long as you're a little girl. I don't know, I always couldn't understand why the good bar gave you zip to the end of the level, when zipping to the end of the level and fulfilling neither goal is how you do the neutral ending of the stage. Destroy all humans. I'm siding with Bender. Yes, this is what happens when you do the good meter. Oh crap, the stage isn't even loading in.
The black aliens have hit 6 major cities around the world.
Couple things. One, why you gotta bring the aliens' color into this? Two, you're a hell of a ventriloquist, sir. You're not even moving your lips.
Completely destroyed.
Like they moved this guy from a Miyazaki game.
Also reported seeing a black hedgehog in Westopolis.
Shadow.
There you go again, bringing people's color into this.
Deploy the troops now! And if you find Shadow with the black aliens, then kill them all.
But
Wow, if only they tried to fight back at all, they might have stood some sort of a chance.
Very impressive, Shadow.
Yes, you're really good at kicking people in the head when they don't move. I also like their Diet Jack Skellington balloons. Eggman was like, I really like The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I want to show that. But I spent all my money on this infrastructure. I know, I'll get them from Wish. Oh, it's the Chows! We're just talking about them. I can punch the shit out of them. Wait, can I pet them? I'm pressing every button and he's just beating them up. Every button is just abused Chow button. There is no pet. That's unfortunate. That's a 0 out of 10 for me.
Shadow, let me share with you a piece of your past. It's filled with nothing but hatred and contempt for the humans.
That sounds like it's my brain. Let's go down. Aw, yeah. That shadow action. We gotta get it. We need that. Everybody needs that. Especially now that Shadow was voiced by Keanu Reeves. Whole new level of sexy this hedgehog is. We have just a Porsche here? Holy crap!
You humans are so pathetic.
I mean, he has a point. He's not wrong. Us humans have some serious, serious design flaws. We have eyes that are sensitive to light and can't see in the dark. The thing that we use to get air to our lungs is also the thing that we use to eat and drink with, and if there's a clog at any point of it, we're donezo. Hey, Tails.
Oh, look at this! Eggman.
That's our good guy mission. Get rich. Look, I would love to make the humans suffer. I admit they deserve it, but right now that's not our mission. I'm sorry. The bed looks like a caterpillar who's friggin' ripped. And my previous laptop was somewhere between a toaster and a potato. Until it decided to friggin' explode on me. Like the merchandise, huh? Got it. I'm used to paying for things with my body. you're still here, I would just like to thank you for watching this far. And please remember to like and subscribe because it means a lot to me, and...
The cold, unfeeling algorithm.